Hello dudes and dudeses, welcome to another video. Yes, we're going to be looking at the copper golem, but we're not going to be looking at the storage system. If you want to see how to make a copper golem storage, I've already made a video about this system and the system over here, and you can go watch that. I will try to remember to put it in the description, and I will probably also make a block by block of this at some point. But today it's all about life. We're going to be looking at how you can use the copper golem to make life in your world, in your base. For instance, this I'm standing in now, it is a shop. I will show you how it works. And if we go over here and look right down there, you can see I will also today show you how to make a door with a porter or janitor, doorman with a copper golem, and a place how to get, I don't know what it's called, but you know, when you leave the door and you want to get a stack of rockets, then you just ask the copper golem and he will deliver to you. Now, if I put money in here, let's say I put 2 diamonds, of course I should have a sign saying the price, then this guy will serve me and he will take my 2 diamonds and he will bring me the goods. You can see there I got 1 orange bundle and there's the other one. And if you look at it, you can see it's orange bundle will have a stack of redstone, but it could be anything in that bundle. And it doesn't need to be a bundle. I could also just have gotten an item. So how does this work? This is the same shop as this one, just without all its clothes, except not really, because I discovered a flaw in that one while recording. So this is the one that works. You probably know by now that when you have a chest, a copper chest, and this little guy, he will be looking in here for anything in there in order to sort it. And we are utilizing that because if I, for instance, put in 2 diamonds, he will be looking at those diamonds and see where he can sort it. He has access to 2 chests, one is empty and the other one has a diamond in it, set up like this. And he will put it down here and the diamonds will go down here. This is where I collect it. So this is kind of an item filter that looks at the barrel. It's the same as, more or less the same as we use in the copper golem storage that I showed earlier. The item filter puts a signal down here, and as many times as you put in diamonds, it will pulse. In this case 2, so we get 2 of whatever's down here in the dropper. In this case it's bundles with half a stack of redstone. But of course if you're on a server, you don't want to cheat your customers. So what happens if you run out of stock? Well, right now there's 4 down here. Let me take 2 out. And as a customer, I have no way of knowing what's in stock. So let me say I want to buy 4 of these bundles. Now what happens is that this guy will do his thing, take the diamonds, and we should see the 2 bundles getting up here. 1 and 2. And then you see something locked. You can see the sign is now on, out of stock. And what we should see is 1 diamond getting up here. That was the one he's holding. And if we're looking in the chest, we can get our other diamond back. So that's how we don't cheat our customers. And it's very simple. When you fill in this again, it will all reset. And now it's ready to function again. He will be looking there regularly. Now the turn off system is very simple. We have a comparator looking at this, and when this one is empty, the signal goes out. It turns on this torch, this redstone right here, that fires this piston with a trapdoor and turns on the light so the customer can see that we are out of stock, and it makes so that the golem cannot put any more diamonds in there. If he's fast and have taken 2, he will return 1 of them here and the other one will be locked down here. But I hear you ask, what if we put in some random item? Well, let's see. Let's put in, for instance, 3 glass pieces. Now we don't want him to actually give out any goods for the wrong payment. So you can see basically he uses this chest that has nothing in. So anything that's not a diamond will just be returned to the customer right here. We're actually nice. Even though they're trying to cheat us, we give them their items back. All right, that was the shop that you can use on a server. How else can we use the copper golems to give life to your world? Well, over there I have a door. Let's take a closer look. And probably some of you is also thinking, ooh, this looks complicated. It's not really. I know that redstoners say that, but I mean, I'm not really a redstoner. I'm a fabstoner, and very much the mechanics of it is the same. You have a chest, you know this guy is looking in it, and you know you have this set up with some kind of item, in this case a tripwire hook, because, well, it looks like a key. Then we have sticks, 64, 35, and then one in each, just to show to make the correct power level right here, so that when one items get in, this one gets powered and it goes through. And then you have to have one here because it gets locked by the torch, and one here as well. So you can't really use renamed item. That is, you can, but the items that you will get back is the one that's down here. So even though you rename the tripwire hook to secret key, it will still be recognized by the golem and put in here, but the ones that you will get back is just this one called tripwire hook. So you can see it triples down here, goes into this, and is returned to us. And then this is a fairly normal piston door. And what I do here is that I have a comparator. And if we start by that, then I have an observer looking at that comparator, and I have this going around, and it spits up the key to us right here. So when we have used the key, we get it back. And then the comparator also goes into a repeater, and it goes into this redstone right here and into this circuit right here. It's a delay made by comparators, two comparators that way, two comparators that way, which means that the door doesn't shut in our face. This right here, if I can get in here, the same redstone goes up here, turns on off this torch, turns on this torch, makes the door open, and the same in the other side. And just so we can get out again, I placed the two pressure plates here that fires the redstone down here and then uses the same delay so that we have time to get out. But let's try the door out. So I put in, let's say I put in a tripwire hook right here. Let's see what happens. This porter, this janitor, doorman, guard, whatever you want to call him, he looks, where can I put it? Can I put it in the item filter? I can, and it gets back. You see, it popped into my inventory, and he opens the door, and there's a delay like this. So there's plenty of time to get through. And if we want to go back, we just do like this, and we're out again. What, I hear you say, happens if you use the wrong item? Well, I've already showed you, if you use the wrong item, it cannot logically get down here. So he has access to another chest that's empty, and via the mechanics of the golems, he will put the thing in there, and the item will just be returned here too. I think that's quite a neat little thing to have in your base instead of another way to activate the door. In my survival forever world, my reboot world, I have a door that's a Jeb door. Yes, that Jeb, which is activated by rockets because, well, that's basically something that I always have on me. But I do like these kinds of doors. And now there's a bit of life in there as well. And of course, you wouldn't make this glass, or you probably wouldn't. You would, you know, have some other kind of decorations. But it's nice, you know. Hello, George, how are you today? The wife's doing okay? I need to get into the lab, you know. I need to find some way to find a weapon that destroys the entire world. Thank you. You probably know the idea behind this one. You are in your base, you're going out for an adventure or something, and you just want to have your rockets topped off. And this is basically the same system that we have right here. You can see we just have we have lowered it once. It's a normal item filter. It can only take rockets in. And then we have this system right here, which makes delay, or it makes a longer pulse. And then it pulses these 4 droppers right here. It's better to show you. So if I do like that and place myself somewhat in the middle, I should have rockets coming out the ears like that. And then I have a stack of rockets. And I have this little guy. This is George's brother, Albert. Now I just have these 3 examples. I think there will be a lot of other stuff that you can do with it. Basically, this right here, I mean, you can do this, you could just have a button and then you could have the same effect. Here, of course, with the door, totally the same. You could have a button. And even though you wanted to have some kind of key, that's also been made many times before, so you can, look that up. But I think it gives life with the copper golem. Same goes with the shop. There are so many small shops out there, all of them good, or many of them good, but this just adds an extra layer of life. Now the final thing I want to show you is because this system right here, where you have a solid blocks, this all-time dropper thing here, very good to use in the nether, by the way. You could of course also just have a water column like this with soul sand underneath, and then you would have exactly the same effect. So, but when I can avoid it, I don't want water in my redstone. All right, everybody, that was it for today. If you watch it to the end, remember to leave a like and a comment. I know the YouTube algorithm likes that. And if you're brand new, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a video from me. And of course, as always, I will leave a world download in my Discord community so you can go in and look at this for yourself. I have faith in you. You can do it. Bye.